Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the On Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of On Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Good morning, this is John Frenaye. It is Monday, September 25th. Hey, just a reminder, today at 2 p.m. at the Pip Moyer Rec Center, it will be another job and small business fair that the city is sponsoring. This one is really geared toward the Annapolis Renewable Energy Park, and what they're looking for are skilled, unskilled laborers, electricians, general contractors, and construction site workers. If you're looking for a job, give it a shot. The Maryland State Police are investigating a potential homicide after a passing motorist discovered what were human remains off of the ramp from 695 onto Route 10 South up in Glen Burnie on Friday afternoon. This happened shortly after 4:30. State Police responded. They said that it was human skeletal remains which were clothed. There was no identification found with or near the body. They do not know the manner or cause of death at this time, but they are investigating and they are treating it as a potential homicide. Community activists plan to be at the Anne Arundel County Council meeting this evening in the Arundel Center to call once again for the resignation of Michael Perutka. Previously, Perutka had been involved with the League of the South, which has called for secession and whose founder had made racist remarks. Perutka has not been involved with the group since prior to 2014, when his involvement was disclosed during his first run for elective office. And here's a kid after my own heart. Anne Arundel County Community College freshman Elijah Bowen was given permission by his teacher to bring a 3x5 card in just for the first test to give them a help. They could take as many notes as they wanted on the test. This is a standard procedure for Professor Reb Beatty, and he was surprised when Bowen showed up with a 3-foot by 5-foot index card. Bowen told the Capitol that the professor is always telling us not to miss details or specifics since that will throw off the entire calculation. He figured he might as well take that advice, and the professor allowed him to use the index card, albeit from the back row. Sparks are expected to fly at tonight's Annapolis City Council meeting. Initially, the agenda looked pretty boring, but over the last few days, it's really sort of heated up a little bit with the introduction of a charter amendment which will establish the Office of Law and the Office of the City Clerk as departments. The language in the amendment is unclear, and many in town have spoken up claiming that this partisan effort, the amendment has been sponsored by all 7 Democratic council members, is a move to weaken the power of the mayor by moving the Office of Law as well as the Office of the City Clerk under the city manager. Stay tuned. And good news for Governor Larry Hogan, his approval continues to be strong, although not quite as strong as it was last year. A new Goucher poll shows that 62% of the people approve of the job he's doing, and that 51% of the people polled said they plan to vote for him again in the 2018 gubernatorial election. Good job, Governor Larry.
This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
All right, hey everyone, this is George from DMV Weather. It's Monday the 25th of September. Let's get right into the forecast. After an outright hot weekend for any time of year, we will continue to have to contend with well above average temps for just a few more days in the Annapolis area before we finally get some relief from a cold front that will bring in much more normal, if not slightly cool temps for the start of October. For today, specifically, we have gone with a target high temp of 84 degrees for Annapolis. So let's see how that works out against the actual high temp as part of our 4-degree forecast, which is just under 91% accurate for the month of September. As for the tropics, it appears almost certain now that Hurricane Maria will curve out to sea later this week, but we may see some clouds and even a few scattered showers in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County tomorrow and Wednesday from this storm as it gets slightly close to the NC coastline before making its ultimate move off to the northeast and into the Atlantic. Okay, that's it for us today. Be sure to download our free app by searching for DC MD VA Weather in your app store. And also be sure to follow us 24/7, 365 on our website at dmvweather.com or on social media via Twitter or Facebook. And also be sure to visit our homepage and sign up to be entered in a drawing for a $500 Amazon gift card. But you have to sign up by September 30th to be eligible, so get to it today as there are only 5 days left. This is George Young of DMV Weather with your Annapolis forecast. Make it a great week, and remember, whatever the weather out there, have fun and be safe.
The Eye on Annapolis Daily is possible in part because of the generous support of Ram's Head On Stage. Ram's Head, where every seat is less than 48 feet from the stage, brings more than 400 concerts a year to the area. To wet your whistle, check out some of these upcoming shows. This Friday, it's local favorites, Pressing Strings. Saturday brings the fantastic Steely Dan tribute band Technicolor Motorhome to On Stage, and this will be a particularly great show with the recent passing of Walter Becker. Fastball and Starbelly on October 3rd, Crack the Sky on October 6th and 7th. The Laughs and Drafts comedy series continues with Quinn Dale on October 8th, and, for you old folks out there, a throwback on October 14th for 2 shows, Peter Noon and Herman's Hermits. Tickets are still available, and you can get yours at ramsheadonstage.com, or if you want to go old school, head on down to their box office. Ram's Head's located in the heart of beautiful downtown Annapolis at 33 West Street. For a guaranteed great night out on the town, ramsheadonstage.com.
You pick her out, makes a bloke feel so proud.
If you're looking for local sports, it's right here, right now, on the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief.
Hey guys, welcome to your sports update. I'm Kevin Chaney. In pro football news, the Baltimore Ravens were blown out in their London debut against the Jacksonville Jaguars, losing 44-7. Head coach John Harbaugh acknowledged the historically bad performance from his team, but maintains that at 2-1, they are still in very good shape as they prepare for the Pittsburgh Steelers this coming Sunday. The Redskins beat the Oakland Raiders on Sunday Night Football 27-10. Kirk Cousins threw the ball for 365 yards with 3 touchdowns. One of those touchdowns going to running back Chris Thompson, who led all receivers with 150 yards. The Skins are looking to continue their win streak against the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium this coming Monday night. In baseball news, the Baltimore Orioles split their final home series of the year with the Tampa Bay Rays after a 9-4 victory on Sunday night. The game marked a special occasion for Orioles shortstop J.J. Hardy, who likely played his last game at Camden Yards. Hardy received a standing ovation from players and fans, followed up by a 2-run homer in his second at-bat. The Washington Nationals continued their division championship victory tour this weekend in New York, taking 2 out of 3 from the Mets. Max Scherzer was once again dominant, pitching 7 innings and striking out 10 while only giving up 3 hits. And in other good news for Nats fans, Bryce Harper seems to be making his return this week from the disabled list against the Phillies, just in time for the playoffs. In high school football news, Severn beat St. Paul's 13-12, Kent Island over Decatur 30-3, Old Mill over Severna Park 23-6, a shootout in Annapolis as South River walks away 46-42 against Annapolis, Meade over North County 21-14, Chesapeake 35, Glen Burnie 14, Broadneck 49, Arundel 9, South Carroll 27, Southern 18. That's your sports report. I'm Kevin Chaney.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at noon. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.